YouTube, what's poppin'? Michael here, welcome back to Technoid, and in today's episode, it looks like the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 and upcoming Flip 3 are going to be introducing a brand new UI to help ring in the new generation of foldables and future foldables to come, and I'll explain all the details about this potential shakeup. Also on today's episode, the Galaxy Bud 2s have officially leaked through the FCC listings, and now we have an idea of what Samsung is doing and why I'm a little confused, but I'll explain. And lastly, the AirPods Max are now finally caught up in demand, and according to Mark Gurman, Apple has no plans to release a second generation model, but they do have plans for it in the future. All that on today's episode, so without further ado, let's get it going. So story number one, the main story, the Galaxy Z Fold 3. Now, as I've told you many times, and I'm gonna keep saying it again, the foldables are here to stay, and they have officially taken the reins as the next big thing for smartphones. They have replaced the Note, they have replaced the powerhouse that was once the Galaxy Note series and have taken its place as the new powerhouse. But with this new powerhouse needs to become a new direction, and they need a new shift in focus. And that is what Samsung is planning, because according to Ice Universe and according to a couple of renders that he has mocked up, he has come out and said that there is a report that Samsung is working on a new UI interface for the foldable lineup to introduce some new differences with the foldables and help make them stand out and take advantage of this two-in-one foldable concept. This foldable concept is not limited to just the regular Z Fold. We have the Z Flip and then future references talking about a rollable fold, but that's for another time. But focusing on the new current phones coming, according to Ice Universe, it seems that they are going to introduce a new UI that takes full advantage of the display, takes full advantage of the phones and the power that it has and the capabilities that it can, and basically will be able to produce a new interface for users. Now, he doesn't go into too much details, but taking a look at the animations and renders on his page, we can see that it will utilize the screens in different orientations and in full capabilities that these foldables are able to do when used properly. Now, I will tell you that even though the foldables do run the One UI, and mostly all Samsung products use the One UI, there is no denying that the foldables can be capable of more. And if this is true, if Samsung is going to focus on making a separate UI from their One UI only for the foldables, then that is a very good thing indeed. Now, of course, it will be based off Android 11, but think of it like how Apple separated with iPadOS. They separated iOS with iPadOS, giving the iPad more flexibility and more room. And I think that is what Samsung is going to do. Instead of trying to make One UI and adapt it, I think it's better for them to just make a new UI, but a new interface that takes full advantage. That's something that I think is a smart move on Samsung. The details are a little limited, but it is rumored that it will debut in the new Z Fold and Z Flip. Now, while I don't necessarily believe that 100%, I wouldn't rule it out, as I do believe Samsung has made it clear that the foldables are going to be the next powerhouse of smartphones, basically the Swiss Army knives of smartphones, because the Note has officially left the building and it's time for something new to come in its place, and I think that's what Samsung wants to do. So separating the UI from the One UI, calling it split UI, whatever they're going to call this thing, I think that is a great thing, and I'm glad that Samsung is finally taking an approach to fully maximize the potential of the folds. Now, of course, it will get more features as we go along, like S Pen support, and also we'll be getting some new updates with the Z Fold 3 and the Flip 3, but we're gonna wait and see how these pan out, and I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think Samsung needs to do besides software? What else can they do to make the foldables the Swiss Army knife of smartphones? Story number two, let's keep the momentum going with the Galaxy Bud 2s. Now, as you know, and I'm going to say it again, I am a huge fan of the Samsung Galaxy Buds. I have used every single Galaxy Bud up until this point, and I have enjoyed every single one of them. But my issue with the Galaxy Buds is the lineup. I think Samsung has saturated their lineup. They have too many models, and I don't understand why when they can just get rid of one and keep what they have. but it looks like the Galaxy Buds 2 are going to be the new ones because according to the FTC listings and everything that was displayed, we now have a good look at these earbuds. We have an idea of what it's going to be, and I am scratching my head really heavily because they ultimately look like the Galaxy Bud Pros. Now, the Galaxy Bud Pros feature active noise cancelling, woofer and tweeter in a new array in a beam-forming shape and give us some really incredible specs. The Galaxy Bud 2s, while we do know that they will be very similar to the Buds Pro, it is rumored they are going to have better sound quality and will feature active noise cancelling. But here's my thing though, guys, and this is something that I've learned with doing my reviews of headphones over the years. It's okay if you up sound quality, but every model is always going to be better than the previous, or some models just don't sound as good as the other ones. In this case, I really don't understand why Samsung every 6 months are releasing new earbuds. Now, I understand if they want to grab market share and if they want to spread and diversify the lineup for different audiences. I understand that, and if that's their case, then I can't argue that. But I just don't get why they won't drop certain earbuds. Like, for example, the original Galaxy Buds. Almost nobody I know uses those. They at least use the Buds Plus at minimum. You have basically a saturated lineup. Let's take a look at the lineup. You have the Galaxy Buds, the Galaxy Bud Plus, the Galaxy Bud Lives, the Galaxy Bud Pros. Am I missing anything? Now Galaxy Bud 2s. That's 5 different pairs of earbuds. Now, to be fair, it is not the biggest lineup in the world, but there's buds for everybody. Now, I understand if there is a money aspect to this for affordability, budget, price range. But if you're gonna make earbuds replacing certain earbuds, you need to drop at least one of them. And in my opinion, I think they should have dropped the original Galaxy Buds a long time ago. And I think that's what the Buds 2 are gonna do. But if it doesn't offer anything in terms of similarity and differences, why would I be persuaded to buy the Buds 2 if I can get the Buds Pro? But I will review them. I am going to check them out as I always do with Samsung earbuds, and I am excited for them. I am not going to sit here and say that I don't think they're terrible. I don't think that at all. I think the Buds 2 are going to be some great pair of wireless earbuds, and I think Samsung makes some hell of earbuds if I say so myself. So let me hear your thoughts down below. Do you think that they have saturated the market enough, or do you think that they should leave it the way it is? And last story, the AirPod Max. Now, the AirPod Max have been an incredible hit for Apple, considering their price, considering where they sit, and really considering everything taken into a factor. Well, it seems that Apple doesn't have any plans to make a cheaper model or a follow-up model, and I think that's a very good thing. According to Mark Gurman, Apple has plans on catching up with demand. Now that they have finally met the output with the amount of people buying these headphones and now have finally been able to catch up, it doesn't seem like they are going to stop. They seem to want to continue to focus on the current generation AirPod Max. They don't seem to have any intentions of making a second generation or working on a second generation right away. However, though, they do have plans to release new different color options. Now, colors aren't specified. We don't have exact rumors or any ideas of what colors, but if I had to take a guess, I would definitely think purple would be coming in the near future, red would be coming in the near future, teal, other colors that match the iMac. Now, I think that this is a smart thing for Apple, and the reason I say that is because you don't need to update over-ear headphones. Those are products that can generally last you 2, maybe 3 years, hell, maybe even more for people. But the thing that makes me really glad that Apple is focusing on the AirPod Max is even with their high price range, they're a success. People are actually buying them. And I'm kind of surprised because I, for one, doubted the $550 price tag. I'm not going to sit here and say that they're worth it, but at the same breath, I don't want to discredit what Apple has put in those headphones. Sound quality is exceptional, build quality is great. I did my review on it, you can check it out. But it's amazing to me that Apple is playing smart. Yes, they will make a cheaper version, they are going to make that, I don't deny that. I did think that it's good that they are finally catching up with the demand and focusing on the production chain. Instead of trying to make a second generation and be so far behind, I think it's good that they shift their attention to getting these products shipped out and just kind of update them with features and things like that. Now, of course, if they had planned out in the long run to allow for their new codec and also high-res audio, that would have been a better option. But of course, Apple will be Apple, so we can't change that altogether. And that's it for today's episode of Technoid. Now, guys, really hope you enjoyed this Memorial Day weekend. If you did, please hit the like button, share the video out with your friends. I hope you all have a safe, great day this Memorial Day. Thank you all for watching my video. Take care, stay safe, and peace!